Hi everyone. We are live from the United Way of Washington County, Tennessee Facebook page, but of course coming to you from home like most of you. We are working from home right now. Our office is closed, but we're working hard to bring you all the latest resources, volunteer opportunities as they apply during this time, and ways to help our community. So we have an exciting announcement today, but before I get to that, my name is Leslie Salling. I am the Director of Resource Development at the United Way of Washington County, Tennessee. I do the marketing and fundraising, and hopefully we'll have some people jump on. If not, I'm more than comfortable talking to myself. I have teenagers, kind of the same thing. But I did want to let you all know that we have been able to disperse the first round of funding through the Washington County COVID Response Fund. So thank you so much to those who have donated. We are so appreciative to our donors and everyone who has helped out. We were able to disperse $33,100 to 9 nonprofit agencies. You can find the whole list of agencies and the amount of funding they received on our Facebook page. But right now, I want to read a few stories of some of the things that our nonprofit agencies are already doing and what some of those things are that got funded through the fund. So the first one comes from the Salvation Army. Since they can't hold their youth programs, they do weekly youth programs at their facilities, they took the programs to the kids. So they're calling it Club 316 in a Box. They were able to provide the children that they usually serve through their programs with 6 weeks worth of snacks, weekly lessons, activities, daily devotionals, and science STEM projects, and with all the supplies that they could do those at home. So this last week they learned about forgiveness and catapults, which that sounds like a lot of fun. And the parents also received food bags and hand sanitizers. The next story comes from our Girl Scouts of the Southern Appalachians. Last year, the Girl Scout troop 978 adopted the little free library in front of Southside Elementary Schools. I'm sure you all have seen them. They set up these little houses. They look like houses, and they put books in them. Well, the girls had adopted the one in front of Southside Elementary, and the glass had been broken. It had been covered with tape. It had just been really used. And so they adopted it and took classes at Skillville and reconstructed the library. Now, this is before anything of the virus had happened. So in light of the pandemic, the Girl Scouts transformed their little free library into a temporary food pantry. They knew that there was a need for food and other resources in that community because a lot of the kids in that community receive food from the city schools, which are also providing food for the students right now. And so they were glad to convert that into a food pantry and help contribute to that neighborhood. The next story comes from the Appalachian Service Project. So they're usually out building homes and doing repairs for our most vulnerable citizens. Well, there was a community member that approached them and said that there was a need in the clinics for some construction. So as the Johnson City Community Health Center is a testing site for COVID-19, among other patient services that of course continue, a community member asked that ASP install plexiglass separators between the staff and the patients to protect from the transmission of the virus. They were able to do that at the Washington County healthcare sites, and they plan to install more as needed. So that was one of those funding opportunities that the money went to. The next one comes from our Johnson City schools. You know, a lot of our families in Johnson City are facing hardships due to school closures, job loss. So they continue to run their caring closet, which provides for most basic needs like clothes, shelter, food, things like that for our families. They're continuing those services. And they're also helping families whose children usually went to Educare, which is the after-school program. and they're helping out with finding childcare resources and providing for those parents who are probably still working and the kids are having to stay home alone. So they're helping families in those situations. The last story comes from the Safe House with Frontier Health. They offer shelter for individuals experiencing domestic violence situations, as well as linking them with several resources when they leave this facility. So this program continues to operate during the pandemic. I would guess that they may be a little bit even busier right now. And, that need within the community is high, but probably even higher during this time. So the funds help them provide extra supplies to ensure that the shelter is clean and disinfected, and then also some extra food items and basic needs for those who are in the shelter. So we were so excited to be able to help those agencies. Like I said, if you want a full list of the agencies that were funded and how much they received, you can go on our website and look at that. And we were able to fulfill all the needs that were requested. So our board of directors met yesterday and decided to open up the grant funding for any 501c3 nonprofit that is serving the residents of Washington County during this COVID-19 crisis. There's more information on our website about that. If you are a nonprofit agency, you can look at the eligibility requirements and what you would need to do to apply for funding. But we were excited to open up that funding. We will continue to distribute funds as they come in. That means we need the help of you as our community to receive funds, because we can only distribute what we receive. And 100% of what we receive will go straight back into the community as soon as possible. So we're not taking any administration costs off the top of that. 100% will go right back into our community. So we're excited to have the opportunity to raise these funds while our nonprofit partners are the boots on the ground and doing that work to really help our residents in Washington County. If you are outside of Washington County, or if you want to help outside of Washington County, we have you covered there too. We do have a regional fund. 7 of our United Way agencies came together and created a regional fund. So if you're wanting to help more regionally, that's available as well, and that link is also on our website. I'll also put all these links in the comments after the video's over, so that you'll have an easy way to connect to everything I'm talking about. And if you want to receive a weekly update on what's going on with the fund, what's going on with us at United Way, please sign up for our newsletter. That is available on our website, any of those pages, and join our newsletter. We call it our ROI report, and not only is it connecting you with resources, but it's showing you the real ongoing impact of what's happening during this time. So if you want more information, please sign up for that. Again, thank you so much to our donors for contributing to our fund. Thank you for our nonprofit agencies who are out there helping people who have been affected by the pandemic. And we really hope that we can continue to give funds out and help during the current crisis. So thank you again. Please stay safe and well, and we'll talk to you all soon.